Hey friends, welcome back. This is Ashley at Uncommon Roots Homestead and
Kevin.
and you might think we look very similar to the video you saw a couple days ago. That's because we filmed that today. And in that video, we were going through the garden and cleaning up. And now that we've finished that, we are starting a really exciting project. We are going to finally be separating Daisy and Jeanie. And so what that means is that we need to put a gate on the front of the barn so that we can put Daisy in the barn, in the stall in the evening so that I can come and milk in the morning. This is really exciting for us because Daisy is a milk monster. When she nurses, I get nothing, and we calf share. And so, you know, the benefit of that is that I don't have to come milk if I don't want to. But the negative is that half the time I show up to milk and go through the hassle of driving 20 minutes, getting all of my stuff ready, setting everything up, and then find out that Jeanie is empty. So this will eliminate that problem. We're gonna separate them for 12 hours in the evening, let Daisy out in the morning after I milk Jeanie, and then they'll be together all day. So Daisy is 8 weeks old, so she's old enough to fully wean. So this isn't bad. We're not taking nutrients from her. She should be sleeping through the night. We're gonna give her access to clean food and water in the evening. So this is just going to be a way for us to guarantee our portion of the milk, and Jeanie is our family milk cow. So it's a very important step. So we're gonna show you how we're putting up the gate, what direction we chose to go in. We chose to go with a temporary solution. So I'll take you down and show you what we're doing. Proof of the milk monster. Hey, Fair.
Come over here. So the other part of this process is that we are halter training Daisy right now. So if you look out there, yonder, you can see Ashley working with the cow, or the calf. Unfortunately, she is not cooperating. Oh, here they come. Tough to know who's walking who, but they're on their way. Calves are very strong. They grow up to be these. So they are very strong from an early age. Calves are typically born at about 30 pounds. And she was every bit of that when she was born. She was just about as heavy as our livestock guardian dog when she was first born. So, very big. Mom does not like it. Jeanie is halter trained. It's one of the great things about her as a cow and a family milk cow that she's really good on a halter. You can walk her like a dog. But there's a process to getting there.
She's getting there. She's getting better than she was.
Yeah.
The baby's okay. Don't potty.
She started off not so great. Tough to catch, tough to walk.
We caught her this time.
Still tough to catch.
But this time we caught her quick.
She kind of sandwiched herself between the fence and her water. So I don't know if we call that catching her or...
Hey, she's on the halter.
But she's on the halter. Yeah. Probably not the most efficient way to catch a calf, because it's not exactly repeatable, but...
But the hope is that the more we get her on, the less scared she is.
Yeah, once she gets used to this, Sorry, it's kind of crazy. They're all running around.
It's gonna be a rough evening for them.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time that they've ever been separated for any period of time. So.
Yeah, so they might be in for a long night. We'll see.
Okay, so we put up these, they're kind of temporary gates. They are just chain link fence gates. We weren't exactly sure what we wanted, and these, like, this is just a 1x4, so we couldn't really bolt anything in. So we went with this. She's pretty small, Jeanie is pretty small. We're hoping that that works out. We'll see. We'll see. What do you think, Jeanie? So our thought is that being in the same place where they can see each other, we think there'll be less damage. A lot of times the first time you separate a calf, you'll have the mom break out or the calf break out and they try to get back together. So this way they can touch noses through the fence, but it's not enough space for her to nurse through the fence. So we're hoping that we'll come back in the morning. Daisy will still be in here. Jeanie will be full and ready to be milked. But I guess we'll see what happens in the morning. We also want to bring in a bunch of straw to go down. We were supposed to bring it today and we forgot. So normally she'll have more straw and it won't just be kind of a like muddy area. It's not very wet. There's a portion that's wet, but the rest of it is dry. And we did give her some hay to eat. I'm going to give her some water. And then next time we'll obviously have some more straw so that's a little bit more comfortable for her. You eating? See, it's not so bad. Kevin and I were just saying that this is a benefit of having smaller Dexter cattle, is that fence is only 4 feet, like that gate is only 4 feet tall, but it's the same height as Jeanie, so they're not getting over it, and they're not very big, so it wouldn't keep a bull in, but I think it's going to keep Daisy in, as long as Jeanie leaves it alone. We'll see.
She likes food, so right now she's pretty distracted.
True. But I also put some food in with Daisy, so hopefully she doesn't try to go get it. I guess you'll find out. We'll be back in the morning. Okay, so I just got here. It's just before 7 a.m. And how did you get out? You see that little calf? On the plus side, the farm is absolutely beautiful early in the morning. Can't wait until I'm just walking out that door, but very bummed that she's probably empty. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna bring my milking stuff down and see. But my guess is that she broke her out sometime last night and they spent the whole evening together. So I kind of expected that to happen. Those rods that we put in to use for that gate seemed pretty flimsy. So I think what we're gonna have to do is probably bolt like another support into the barn and then actually just bolt those straight into that support. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, the gate looks fine. We'll go look at what it actually looks like and see. Kevin should be here in a couple minutes, so I'm sure he'll be very excited to see that Daisy broke out. So let's go see what the gate looks like. So obviously this was not strong enough. It looks like she just pushed this over and then probably came right out there. Jeanie. And you're empty. Did you drink all my milk? Daisy, did you drink my milk? Oh, gotta get your fly spray. So I'm not gonna lie, that is one of the harder things about adjusting to having a milk cow, and especially having a Dexter who's not an overproducer. So calf sharing often means that if we're calf sharing, we're not going to get much milk. So we have to figure out a way to separate them. And so it's frustrating when we come here and she's empty and I've driven all this way to milk her. And it's frustrating when we spent time, you know, putting a gate up and it didn't work. And we thought that it might not work last night because it was a little bit more flimsy. Now they're both small, like Jeanie and Daisy are both pretty small, so we didn't know if they would push it. But in hindsight, we probably should have thought that Jeanie would try harder to get her baby because her baby was locked up in a barn. So what we'll do is, second time's a charm, we'll go ahead and take those rods out, bolt the gate to the barn itself so that they can't push it over. And see if that puts us in a better position. I think it should. I don't think it's the gate that's the problem. Like the gates didn't bend or anything. They just pushed them out of the way. So I'm hoping if we can better secure the gates, because they weren't like entirely secure to begin with. I mean, you can see. So I think just that little bit of give gave Jeanie all she needed to push through. And I see some of Fury's hair here. I mean, he might have helped. Who knows? But either way, there's no milk here this morning. Hi. Did you break your baby out? Say, excuse my flies. I just sprayed her, so they should be getting better. It's frustrating, but we'll get it fixed. All right, so it's the next day, obviously. You just watched Kevin. He is working on putting up the gate in a different way. So what we did is we took 4x4s and we bolted them into the barn, and then we're bolting the gate to those. So it should be a lot stronger. Jeannie's not gonna be able to push it over. Our only thought is that she may be able to push it in because it's 2 doors. So we're gonna be getting a couple of chains and like chaining from the bottom to the top so she can't push it all the way in. But we think that that is going to be the solution that we need, though Kevin forgot his wrench, so he went to go get that, and I put the kids on the trampoline with the kittens for a little bit of a play break. It is hot here in East Tennessee this weekend, and we are all feeling it. It is tiring to be here for hours on end with no structure that we can go into for reprieve. So we're doing the best we can with what we have right now, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to separate Daisy tonight. If not, then it'll be this week. It's not the end of the world if a couple days go by and we can't separate, but our hope is that we get that project done today. That way we can separate them tonight and I can milk tomorrow. So that's our goal. Hey friends, it is a couple of days later. So we are back here. I've got Daisy. We are about to try to catch her. Kevin was here yesterday and he didn't bring the camera out. So I'm gonna show you how he finished up the project. And we are crossing our fingers and our toes that this will work and that tonight we'll be able to successfully separate Daisy from Jeanie. What do you think, Jeanie girl? She's about to get some fly spray. So the last you saw, Kevin was bolting these 4x4s into the barn. So the reason we did that is that the barn is really built on a bunch of one buys. So there wasn't a lot of surface area for us to bolt into. And with these gates, we wanted to have something that we could really secure. I mean, cattle obviously are pretty big and strong. And we thought, I mean, Jeannie's short, so she's not too tall for the 4-foot gates. And she's pretty docile. So we thought, oh, she'll probably just leave it. I doubt she's never tested the fences here. Well, we were wrong. Obviously, her baby is always with her. When we separated her from her baby, it kind of changed everything. And so with that being said, we decided that we needed to really invest in something that was going to be heavier duty. So with these 4x4s, Kevin bolted this in and then he hung it like you would any farm gate. So now these are really sturdy. They're not going anywhere. So we'll be able to close these. I know. We'll be able to close these and we're going to tie them up and then we're going to keep Daisy in there tonight. So that's the goal. Let's see if we can catch her. Okay, so we got her. I don't know if that is the most, like the best way to do that. It'll be the real test.
I think efficiency is measured on how well you can repeat something.
That was not repeatable.
Not efficient.
But that was pretty quick. We got her in like less than 5 minutes, but we ended up just chasing her. Hold on.
Do I have to leave her?
We are, so that I can milk Jeanie in the morning. We want Jeanie to get nice and full of milk. I'll come back in the morning and I'll milk her. So yeah, it only took us like less than 5 minutes, but she actually ran in, which is obviously not sustainable. We want to get her to the point where she's halter trained and we can just catch her. We're working on it. We're going to work on it a lot more once we get back and really get into like the swing of August. So that is the plan. Hey, Daisy girl. It's going to be all right. I'll see you in the morning, okay?
No, see you again. Hurry, Jeannie. They can challenge your baby out here.
Okay, so we're going to grab Daisy some water. But other than that, we're going to just get out of here and see what happens in the morning. So I'll see you all bright and early. Good morning, friends. Very exciting. Daisy is very loud, but she is in where I left her, which is exactly what we were looking for. And Jeanie looks very full. So I'm gonna milk. Okay, so I just finished everything with milking Jeanie. Today it took me a little bit longer. It's actually the first time I've ever milked her completely full. So I think it's gonna be another one of those learning curves where I really figure out how to use both my hands at the same time and get a little bit more efficient. But we did it. Daisy was very loud, not happy about it, but I left a little bit. She's actually nursing now, and I got about a gallon. So I didn't even empty her all the way out, which I am super happy with. So we did it. We have finally separated the calf. Phew. Feels like it was a long time coming. Like it feels like it shouldn't have been quite as difficult as it actually was, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Thank you for joining us on this week-long journey to separate Daisy from Jeanie so we could get some milk. You always have a place here on our farm. Until next time.